Engineering notation is similar to scientific notation, except that for this number a, instead of being between 1 and 10, or that there's just a number in the tens in the ones place, we're looking for a number between 1 and 1,000. So that initial value will be between 1 and 1,000. So there can be numbers in the ones place, tens, or hundreds. And then what happens when we do it like that is that the exponent is always going to be a multiple of 3. So we'll see that with these examples. And then I have here too that if the number's already between 1 and 1,000, we'll put a times 10 to the 0 power on it just to keep it in that consistent notation. So for this one, 5,630,000. So I'm going to kind of jump 3 and 3 until I have my value being between 1 and 1,000. So when I move it 2 times, I'll have my decimal between the 5 and the 6, so 5.63 times 10 to the 6th. So even though, I'm kind of jumping, this is 3 times, 6 times. Next one, same thing. Big jump, that I stop there though, 56.3. This is again times 10 to the 6 because I'm moving 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, next one, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then I stop. If I jump one more time, I'll have 0.5, but I need that number to be more than 1. So 563 times 10 to the 6. So those three are kind of similar, but just to kind of show, the first one's in scientific notation as well as engineering notation, but now we can have 56, 563. Okay, how about this one? 56.3 is already between 1 and 1,000. So I'm going to just add in the times 10 to the 0. Okay, how about these ones? Now we're going smaller, but same idea. 1, 2, 3. I'm going to move again though. 1, 2, 3. Right now I'm good because with my decimal at 56.3, I have this between 1 and 1,000. So when I move 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, it's a really small number though, so it's -6. This one, 1, 2, 3, and I stop there. 56.3 again, times 10 to the, in this case, it's the -3rd power. Okay, or this last one, it's not 1 yet, so I'm going to move it 3 times. So 563 times 10 to the -3rd. Whoop. Went a little quick on me. Okay, so now we're going to do a couple more where we're going to use metric prefixes as well. So these powers of tens with the multiples of 3, we have common metric prefixes that are used. So like 10 to the 3rd, kilo, just like with the metric system way of dealing with units. But notice it's all these are specifically multiples of 3 because they're the most commonly used metric notations. So we're going to use this with the next problems so that we're going to change it to engineering notation with the metric prefix. So what this means is, for this first one, 68,000, now we've got a unit on this, volts. When I move 3 and do my scientific or engineering notation like we were doing before, this would be 68 times 10 to the 3rd. Keep my volt unit. So what we're going to do is, instead of use times 10 to the 3rd, let's look back at what 10 to the 3rd is. Times 10 to the 3rd is kilo. Abbreviation is K. So instead I'm going to write this as 68 kilovolts. So then I don't need the times 10 to the 3rd because those are equivalent. Kilo and times 10 to the 3rd are the same thing. Okay, how about this one? 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Gotta go one more. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Let's see. Don't want that line. Let's do that again. So 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. So this will be 210 times 10 to the 3, 6, 9, -9th power watts. So let's look at what is times 10 to the negative ninth. Times 10 to the negative ninth is a nano, lowercase n. So this is 210 nanowatts. Okay, how about this last one? 8,490 kilovolts. So if I move 3 times, 8.49 times 10 to the third. Okay, so I'm just changing this number to 8.49 times 10 to the third. Now this one, the other one's volts, watts. I didn't have the prefix. This one already has a prefix on it. So it's like maybe we did some calculation. We were already dealing with the kilovolts, and now we need to adjust it. So this kilo already there, let's look back. Kilo was times 10 to the third. So instead of this K, I'm going to replace that with times 10 to the third. Got my volts. Now I can put these together as times 10 to the 6. So bring this down, 8.49 times 10 to the 6 volts. And then times 10 to the 6 is mega. So 8.49 megavolts. Okay, the other thing I could have done, once I had this times 10 to the third, if I was already at kilo, I could look at the chart too. I'm at kilo, that means I'm going up another times 10 to the third. So just kind of go from kilo up to mega that way as well. Either way though, I'd end up with megavolts.